right, today's mission, just wandering around, trying a few different places, just places I've seen but haven't even tried casting. There's a few spots I can cast along this bank here. It's right on the side of the road. It's a gravel road, but middle of nowhere, so with luck maybe we'll find something. Again, no idea on depth. I don't even know what this little place is called. But just random try, why not, right? Yeah, it's got some better depth than I expected. We'll find out when it gets back here, but yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Let's try a slightly better cast that time. Don't know if people fish this lake at all, if there's any fish at all in it. It's a little lake, sort of. It's a narrow lake, but it's twisty, turny, kind of long. It's not that far from home. I believe this is an irrigation lake. I'm gonna have to chuck this right near that structure there. Tons of algae in this water. Suspended algae. Feel quite a bit of weeds in there. Can't see them, but I can feel it hitting the grass. All right, I'm gonna try that. Not what I meant to do. I'll try that again. Mine is landing in the tree. Take a little bit of branch with me. Let's try that again, just not quite as hard. Can't even see how deep it is here. I'll stick my tip down in just a moment and check. Oh, it's like 2 feet right on the edge of shore here, so we do stand a half decent chance if there's fish in here. Not a lot of this lake is accessible from shore. From what I saw, there's a lot of private lands around it and stuff. Water looks like it might be a little high compared to what it usually is here. I landed in the bush, guys. Ooh, lost my lure. Is it still hanging on the bush? Yeah, I think so. Good thing I brought extra leader with me. Alright guys, we gave it a little bit of time here. I might come back and try another day, but we're going to move on and try a different body of water. Guys, third body of water today. The second one we went to, I didn't even bother recording. It was just the only places that were accessible were kind of like this, but at a super steep angle. It just wasn't safe to try to fish from there. So we just left there and came here. We figured this place will have to do. It's a little bit calmer in the wind too, so just setting up my wife's pickerel rig and I'll get to casting. That need a little more. we're gonna have to check on this regularly. We will, just because there's a lot of crayfish here, and they will just try to get all over this line and steal the fish off of it. So that's set up. My wife's good to go. If we have our other line in the water and we get a bite on that, then I'll call my wife, who's in the car just a few feet away, and she can reel it in. Maybe we can land her a walleye today. That'd be kind of nice. Can't keep it, but you know, just not where we are, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll try this little red lipless crank here, I guess. Since I have it already pre-rigged anyway. You can see, if you watch the water, you can see that there's a lot of bait fish busting on the surface here and there. That's going to be because they're getting chased by other fish, predatory fish like walleye and pike that you'll find in here. So not always where you see the little busts happening is it bait fish, but if you see a sudden flurry of it here, then you know that's what's going on, is that somebody's passing by and looking for a meal. So I'll just give a cast here and there with this. I'm not gonna fish super seriously with it, but we'll give it a couple of chucks while we see if the wife's pickerel rig does anything. It's a half decent little lake to come fish. This is my favorite spot, well, one of my favorite spots on it. My absolute favorite spot this time of year doesn't even exist because the water comes down so low. Good thing about fishing here is my car is right there. I can easily take a break anytime I want. Just gonna go on the other side of my line here and try a quick cast down here. I've caught a few pike in this little area over here in the past, and walleye right where I've got rigged up. So with that rig, so we'll just see. It's a beautiful day. And like I said, down here I'm just slightly out of the wind. Caught a little bit of weeds. Yep. I'm using 25-pound fluorocarbon right now. So I'm going to finish this cast and then I'm going to check my bait. Because like I said, if you leave it sitting too long in one spot, you will find yourself losing your bait to the crayfish. So we'll just lay that down. Nice and safe, and let's check our line. Give it another cast out if there's still fish on it. Just never trust a crayfish, guys. Oh, might be something on there, like a crayfish. Feels like it's got a little more weight, but I just changed out my weight to a heavier one too. So, ooh, no crayfish. Good stuff. Good. Well, let's cast out that way a little bit. I think we got good tension there. Just got to stand back and get that glare out of my eyes so I can see. That looks good. All right. Try a complete experiment. I've never used a chatterbait on this kind of connector for a swivel before, for a leader. So I thought I'd give it a try just to see if that connection, that type of swivel on my leader affects the action of this chatterbait at all. So I don't know if I'll catch anything on it right now. It's worth a try, but more interested in seeing what what actually, like whether or not the leader interferes with the action of it or not. So we'll just try a couple quick casts with that. Call it a little experiment. Pretty sure I can feel the bump, 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 bump of that blade on the front of it working its job. Oh yeah, absolutely. That seems to work really good. After a couple casts, we'll know better just whether or not that leader slips. The other kind of leader that I use for the connector, it slips a little bit sometimes when you're giving it a cast and a retrieve. And if it slips past any of the beads that help that blade do the chattering, then it just completely interferes with the action, right? So I'm hoping that this kind of connector works with it, and if it does, then that's great. I gotta work that a little slower. She likes to come up pretty fast. The faster you retrieve this chatterbait, the higher in the water column it comes. So we'll do another cast, take our time bringing it back. I put a paddle tail, soft plastic paddle tail trailer on it, so we'll see. I'll bring it back nice and slow. So we'll give that pickle rig a couple minutes where it is. Give its fair shake on that spot, and then we'll try again to a different spot. We got to keep moving it. If I don't keep moving it, the crayfish will literally climb the line and steal my bait. So every couple of minutes or so, we just give it a tug, bring it back up. I knew something funny was going on. Look at that, eh? Hooked itself. That's going to massively interfere with the action of the retrieve. So we'll just try that one again. Let's see if this time we can get a proper retrieve out of it. That should do. Just going to save some GoPro juice, guys. If we get a bite on this, I'll start recording again. I think I'm going to eat a sandwich and have some water and, you know, chillax. See you soon. Guys, within less than a minute, we had one bend the rod, steal my fish. So I'm thinking I'm going to upsize my snelled hook here. And because he stole my minnow and everything, so we'll just put that snelled hook right there so we don't lose it. And I'm just upsizing the size of the snelled hook. You guys can see the size difference here, so that should make a difference on retaining the fish. Just give that a little stretchy stretch, a little stretchy stretch to straighten it out. Handshake it to the pickerel rig, so I just pass the tip through of the hoop and then the hook through the hoop itself, over the little knot, and then ta-da! One handshaked pickerel rig, snelled hook. So we'll try checking this out again, and with luck, in short order, we'll have another one try to take the bait. Couldn't even tell you if it was a pike or anything. By the time I got to the rod here, it was already off. So I was just about to hit record when I saw that it stopped bending. I've got a uni knot there on the line just to kind of gauge whether or not it gives me something a little easier to see for gauging the actual straightness of the line, you know what I mean? Especially on a breezy day. And if the glare is right in my eyes, yeah, just that little something makes it a little more visible to me. Kind of like an indicator for fly fishing. Just need that little something so it's easier to spot if you're nymphing. I'll just leave that there, guys. See if we get a bite right quick like. Like I said, we had one steal fish already, so we know that there's fish in the area. Now it's just a matter of playing the waiting game and see what we come up with. Watch over here, something's definitely moving around the bait fish. Like, look at that, boom, boom, boom. There is a pike or something in that area. Pike or a walleye. You just gotta watch, and you never know. Might just bend my line right away here. I don't know if you guys were able to see that. Hopefully that was visible on camera. Hey, wife's rig is set up. I'm gonna grab a sip of water and try a couple of casts again. But sip of water first. Stay hydrated. Hey, you wonderful woman. Is that buck sucking you in? Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to cast again. If the rod tip bends, I'll call you. I'm going to try casting where whatever it was busting on that bait fish. Because it was busting hard on him over here. So try a cast or two over here. You never know. It could still be in the area, guys. Still be in the area. One more cast, guys, and I better check on that rig for my wife. Make sure there's no crayfish all over it. Probably is. Oh, I got something, guys. It's a pike. It's a pike, guys. Be a fairly healthy one too. Just try to, hey, come on now. Just drop him back in the water so he doesn't hurt himself. For my rigs. So there you go. Not too bad. He's not empty bellied or anything, so he's not too bad, guys. Of course, barbless hook. See how easy that came out? How about your average pike around here? Not too big. Off you go, buddy. There you go. That was probably the pike that was busting on all those bait fish just over in here, guys. So, like just over in here where you got the glare, that's where all those bait fish were getting hammered. So it's probably him that was doing it. So, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's see how this trailer held up to him. Should be pretty good. He barely, oh yeah, he barely touched it. Perfect. Perfect. Well, guys, that's one pike on the boards. Could have even been the same guy that stole my minnow a few minutes ago, so we're going to take that out of the water for a couple minutes. And we're going to check on my wife's pickerel rig. Make sure we're not using crayfish for bait. Let's give this a check. Let's give this a check. No crayfish. Just cast her right back out. Tip bent for a second, so we probably just lost one of our lures. Oh, just bent again. I wonder if we just lost both pieces of bait. No fish on. I think we just lost both. No. Well, isn't that weird? He bit, I mean, you guys saw the rod tip bend, right? He bit it, but he did not commit. And we'll try that again around the same area. See if he'll return and try again. Oh, would you look at that? Got one take it already. Yeah, and he's there too, guys. Just tighten up that slack a little bit. So, what do you think, guys? Ooh, he's putting a good tug on. Walleye or pike, guys? What do you think? Play the odds. Oh, you see that? It's a walleye here, right? They usually kept traveling too, so I wonder if that was another walleye that just busted here. I am recording. Let's just double check this. We are. Good stuff, guys. How did he hook? We foul hooked him in the chin. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool. Just don't want to hurt him and grip the hook. Here we go. There. Whoa. See you later, buddy. See you later. And there he goes. Nice. Still got our bait. Check the line. Nick free. Awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, guys. He's a half decent sized walleye. Now, of course, you saw he was hooked on the bottom of the jaw, not actually in the mouth. Alberta, that's considered foul hook, and so I didn't even bother handling him much, just enough to get him off the line, you know what I mean? So, there's of course there's regulations, right? Hopefully we can hook into one that doesn't get it in the mouth quite like, or underneath the mouth, and actually takes it in the mouth, and we can actually oh, look at that. Got one already, guys, I think. Gotta check our bait. It's there. These guys are hungry. I'm gonna put this right back out. Pick up our slack again. Wow, if I get another bite right away, that's just going to be silly. All right, we'll let that sit for a minute and see what happens. Come on, another walleye, guys. So that's one pike, one walleye. And I don't know if it was showed on camera, but just off to my right when I was bringing that walleye in, I had something bust right there. So, and then I put back in and my rod tip bent again right away. So, oh, and there it goes again. There it goes again, guys. Holy. Another one. This is great. That's like another one already. I've got extra minnows here if you want to borrow a couple. That's another walleye, guys. Another little walleye. Caught him right in the lip. This time we can get a look, guys. So we're gonna secure that, bring it up just a little. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. All right. All right. Wow, he's messed this right up. All right. I've pinned his dorsal at the moment. Whoa, he's still hooked. Come here, buddy. You're not going away. Bring you up again for a better look. I'll grip you underneath. We'll grip you underneath. Extend that fin, buddy. This sucker is sharp if you get it in your hand. All right, gotta one-hand him for just a moment. Grab that hook out of the mouth, and in you go, pal. See you later, buddy. Yeah, no big hurry leaving. He's just hit the green there. That's another pickerel. I just got to slide my bead up to fix this. Good stuff. So that's set. That needs in shape. Check our line. 3, 3. Beautiful. grab 2 more minnows, guys, and set up again. Like I said, it seems to me in this lake that the walleye do tend to travel in pairs. So those two were pretty much back to back. So I think I actually lucked out and caught both walleye in that little school. I mean, there could be more of them. You know, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Check my line fairly soon again for crayfish. A little bit of weight. Crayfish, see? Buggers. Try to steal my fish. Little buggers, you see that, eh? They like that. They like the soft belly of the bait fish. Alright. Didn't start recording in time, but we got ourselves another walleye, guys. Another walleye. Good stuff. Good stuff. Take that pickerel rig. Good stuff. Got him by the shoulders. Get him unhooked. You guys get a nice look at him. Angry looking with that open mouth. Off you go, buddy. Off you go. Check our pickerel rig. Get her all entangled. Look at this. Rod, guys. Bent rod again. Hurry up, reel down. Pull up, reel down. It's another walleye, guys. Another walleye. Alright, eh? Having some luck today. That was only out for just a couple minutes. Come on, buddy. Get in here. Alright. Don't want the weight in line with it. Geez, even barbless, sometimes they're tricky to get out. Alright, I'll just set that there carefully. You can open your mouth, buddy, or open your fin. Oh, he's a little beat up. Alright, pal, off you go. Off he goes. Check our pickerel rig again, guys. Like I said, having some luck. We've got 4 or 5 walleye, guys, and 1 pike. I think that's 4. So 4 walleye, 1 pike, 2 crayfish. We're gonna cast this right back out. I don't know if you guys can see into the water right now, but right where it goes dark, that's the weed bed there. It's a shallow, kind of not very tall weeds or anything, but there's a ton of little shiners over it. And that's why this keeps getting hit. Like I said, this is kind of like the perfect area for it. So let's chuck it out again. Pick up our slack and see what we get, guys. A teeny bit more up. Look at that. There's already a fish on, guys. Fish on. Unreal. I just put it in, guys. Isn't that crazy? Probably another walleye. He's not shaking much like a pike. He's just kind of digging down. Well, maybe he's a pike. No, he's another walleye. Another walleye, guys. Oh, have a good afternoon. Put that in the stand. All right. look at those gill rakes, guys. Ooh, that's pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking. All right, off you go. Off you go, buddy. Got to fix our pickerel rig yet again. So we'll feel for any nicks. Nothing there. Push our bead back up. Feel for nicks above it. No, we're good. And then check this line. No nicks. All right, well, I'll go grab another fish, guys. Holy, wow. Let's do this again. All right, another minnow. Only brought one tub with me. And at the rate these guys are going, they're gonna eat them all up on me. But let's try this again, guys. So you're thirsty as heck. It seems to happen when you really want to get a drink of water or something. They won't let you leave. All right. Gonna check for any crayfish again and give her another cast out. Would you look at that darn crayfish? At my bodies. Oh, guys, that's going to be it then. I don't want to use any more bait today. I got a place I want to fish in a couple of days and experiment a bit. So I want to save my bait for there. For the little bit that I have. I found a lake that's supposed to contain walleye and trout. So I'm gonna go test it. Alright guys, that was an interesting day. I checked out a couple of different bodies of water. The first one I was at when I was there, I had no idea if there was even fish in it or what it was called. I did a little research when I got home, and I know what it is. And apparently northern pike were in there at least 4 years ago. Was the last post I saw for anybody fishing there. So I'm going to be going back and trying that out again. And at least I know what's in there now, so I have a better idea of what I should be throwing, right? And then yeah, the second spot, it was a bust. I didn't even bother recording. It was awful. And then the third place, yeah, it was fun. I always have a good time when I go there. So it was a decent multi-species day, and you know, got the one pike and several walleye. And it was a good time though, and hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.